have another guest. This is Jennie. She's going to tell us all about herself. We have helpers all around that may come in and out of the frame as we go here. Okay, so Jennie, tell us about yourself.
I work with moms and caregivers of babies, newborns to around the age of 6.
Wow, that is big.
And I work with individual people and organizations on how to make caregiving the best possible.
That is nice. What have you been doing that led you to this?
Well, I started out as a preschool teacher, and then I managed a larger preschool with 100 children, and now I am focusing just on private counseling.
So, if you own a factory with adults working there, Jennie's not for you. We've pre-prepared this episode with questions from some of our viewers, mostly my friend Billie Jean, who's got quintuplets, that will be quadruplets, and she just doesn't know what to do with her pretty little self. So we're just going to get some help. Here's our first question. Hi, my baby suffers from gas. What do I do? That is just very embarrassing.
Well, it's actually very common for babies around 1 month old to start getting gas. Okay, so the first thing that you can do is put them on your arm where your hand is sort of handling their crotch and their stomach is nicely laid on their arm.
Pressed on your arm.
And you just sort of rock them about, give them a little tap on their back.
Is that safe to do for a little baby?
It is.
You know, they're so scrunchy at this age.
And they like when you walk around with them.
Oh,
and,
like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can walk like this?
Yeah. Another thing you can do is the bicycle with their legs. And that's just rolling the legs around like a bicycle.
Move stuff around, get things going.
Go up, down, roll them.
Whoa! But is this safe to do with a real baby?
It's safe and they love
They're
it.
able to do all the way over there.
Yeah, they can go even further.
Whoa!
But if your baby has gas, it'll come out right away.
They'll pass gas.
They'll pass gas. Well, usually what happens is that people aren't burping their babies. Right after your baby eats, you want to burp your baby.
But that is not polite. So how do you burp the baby?
Well, there are a few ways. The first thing that you want to make sure is that your baby is not thrown over your shoulder. But
not like this, people.
No.
Not like this.
But
Baby is not a bag.
Their stomach needs some pressure. So their stomach is going to be really on your shoulder.
Right there on that bone.
Right there on that bone. And you're going to start from the bottom and go up. You really want to work out that burp. Starting from the bottom and you're working it up. There's also the American way, which is holding your baby's head, since we're talking about newborns here. And you're going to put them on your leg and sort of bend them over. So there's going to be pressure on their tummy. And this too, they're just going to burp right away. Usually when your child starts to sit up by themselves, they won't need that anymore.
It'll come out by themselves.
Well, they'll come out by themselves, but also they're not lying on their stomachs all the time, putting pressure on the...
True. How do I dress my newborn? I can't get anything over his head.
In fact, for a newborn baby, you want to dress them 1 layer more than you're wearing. So if you're wearing a short sleeve shirt, they should be wearing a short sleeve shirt and a long sleeve shirt. And this is the kind that you do not have to put over their head. It's called a kimono style.
Roll the sleeve up first.
Roll the sleeve
like
up.
Socks.
Exactly. Yeah, it's got snaps and buttons all around. Another type of clothing that you can put on a baby that doesn't go over their head is these overalls. Another thing about babies in the winter, the new suggestion is not to use blankets in their beds.
Why is that?
Children can easily suffocate. It's very easy for a baby just to turn over in the middle of the night or to move their hands suddenly, and the blanket will cover them just like that. So what they've come up with now is this sort of sleeping bag.
Oh, nice.
Okay, this is safe. You put your child in just as you would a sleeping bag. Usually I suggest cottons, not fleeces for sleeping, because in a fleece you can get very, very, very hot.
That is just nice. I'm having a second child. Should I prepare my first?
Okay, so this is a popular popular question. What I usually tell them is about a month before you're having your baby, to buy them some sort of baby doll and go through all of the actions that you're going to be doing with your new baby. So you can bathe them together with this older child. You can change the diaper. You can give the child a sense of what's going to come. And then when your child's born, they can do these same things together with you. Or you can find a way for them to help you with small things, like throwing the diaper away or bringing a blanket from their room. Feeling included.
That is nice. Now here's a question I'm having. Is it safe to give your baby paper and keys?
Not really.
So we should take this away from them.
As a whole, remember that every child's different and that what works for one baby might not work for another. Same thing for parents.
I think you just made mamas feel a bit safer and more sure of themselves.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes, it was just wonderful.